How's it going, my truant people? Dr. Slacking, the Slacking Doctor, back with week 5, I think, of Egg. This week, your Cotswold Whimsicots are going up against Under the Radar and his Maryland Tall Terrapins. We have fought Kelly many times. Super nice guy. His channel will be linked down in the description. Go and check him out. We always have good games, so this should be fun. We're both hoping not to go to timer. He's got a Sun team, as you can see. It's pretty scary. I'll need to update the ones on my layout. But first, because I introed late, I'm running a bit behind. I've got to try and get all this stuff done. So, right, there we go. We've got a specifically Tyranitar set here for specific reasons. Other than that, let's have a look what he's got compared to what I expected. So, Roaring Moon, yes. Handy Thing, yes. Tinkaton, yes. Not Quagsire. Gastrodon, yes. Lycanroc. 6 for 6, boys. Look at that. I know my shit. I don't know anything ever, but I got 6 mons that he's bringing, right? So we'll take that, call that a win. You can see our items with our mons. You guys said that you liked that, so thank you for your approval. I crave it. I yearn for it. I need it. But yeah, I'm glad you guys liked the items on the layout. I can't remember what I built, so they're also there to help me because today is Tuesday. I think we were supposed to battle on Sunday or something. I don't really remember. All I know is that on Sunday I was at work. And I was down in the basement at work, and I was like sorting through a load of rubbish and stuff. And so we have like this big pipe at my work, and it's covered in yellow tape that says "Mind your head" in big letters. And I'm the only person in my work that's particularly tall, despite what Nico and others will tell you. I am actually tall. Medically, I was measured the other day, and officially, right? Fuck you, Nico. Officially, I'm 6'1". All my life I've been saying I'm 6 foot, and I'm 6'1". Well, not all my life. When I was 8, I didn't say I was 6 foot, but still. Anyway. So they taped this, I don't want rocks going up, so I'm just going to taunt here. So this was the set. We brought this with Chopelberry, in case you're wondering what the hell that thing was, so that we could take a body press if he goes for the body press. Make sure that we prevent rocks. That's fine. And then go into the boy. Roronoa Zoro. Let's get him out here. Yeah, anyway. So this pipe at work's covered in like yellow tape that says "Mind your head" because they don't want people to hit their fucking heads on it, right? But that's like the... Oh, I just got played. I don't think I kill at +2, do I? Alright. Well, we're just going to have to try and wall break with this thing. I was hoping he'd go Gastrodon. This thing was supposed to take out Gastrodon. Do you think this does enough to live the next one with the Bitter Blade recovery? I think it's my best hope, so I'm going to go for it. I've wasted this Ceruledge. This is how not to use Ceruledge. This should be covered in yellow tape saying how not to use this. So the big pipe at work, the big pipe in the basement, that is covered in yellow tape so that you don't hit your head. But I didn't hit my head on that pipe, but then I was stood underneath a different pipe doing some... Look at that animation. Oh, so close. Damn. Alright. It's okay. We're off to a bad start. That thing was really supposed to break the Gastrodon for later on in the game. But it could be worse. What would his switch into this be now? Bandage U-turn. He wouldn't really have one. The alternative is get rocks up, die myself, and he dies to sand. I don't like that. Or I could get my terror off with you. Which is useful. Maybe not. I'm going to do you. Sorry about all the thinking. Sometimes we have to think. It's not good. So, I click the bandage U-turn. Just guarantees a KO. It doesn't guarantee a KO, so it guarantees a lot of damage and some good positioning. Yeah, so the Tinkaton comes out. Like, I want to get this chip down to, like, try and win in the end game. I want to make sure it's not on a balloon for Garchomp or anything like that. We've got Scarf Garchomp really as the win con here, so... That's just a little bit chip. Just a little bit chip. We need that. Go straight into cheese. Anyway, I'm going to finish my fucking story. So, I'm like bagging up this rubbish at work, and the big pipe down the end of the basement, that big pipe, is... Excuse me. Is like... taped up, but still a big pipe, but it doesn't hang as low, so they don't expect people to walk into it, because like the big pipe hangs right across like the walkway in the basement. But this other big pipe, which is part of the same pipe, so it's the same size, but it's like off to the side of the basement where they don't expect anyone to walk into it because it's like against a wall. But they don't know that I'm an idiot. And secondly, this thing's gonna die, right? This thing's gonna die. Yeah. So they don't expect people to walk in it, whatever. So I'm like, forget it's there as I'm picking up all this rubbish, like hunched over, and then I stand up, and I stand up really fast because I'm at work and I'm in a rush, I'm trying to do things quickly, so I like stand up really fast, and I just clonk right on like the crown of my head, right where I thought I was balding, but now I know I'm not. I cracked that right into the pipe, and I basically gave myself a concussion. And the reason I know I'm not balding there now is because I got my co-worker to have a look. Well, my co-workers kind of demanded that they have a look. They were a bit worried about me. Is the sun still out? How do you check? I don't know how to check. How do you check for sun? Oh, well. Going to. So I got my co-worker to check, like, well, he demanded that he checked because they were convinced I had a concussion. They were worried about me. So they're like, let's check your head. Let's make sure that you're not mortally wounded yourself. And I was like, while you're there, I've been a bit worried that the old hair's thinning back there. And my co-worker was also a trainee barber, so he's familiar with hair follicles. Don't question it. And he was like, no, you're absolutely fine. You have nothing to worry about. And I was like, sweet. So do I Ice Beam or Yawn? I'm just going to Ice Beam. He's Terra Flying, but he shouldn't be able to KO me still, even with an Acrobatics. And we put him in range of the Quick Attack, I think. Right, I need to take things off the layout, sorry. So that was my story. So on Sunday, we didn't get to do this battle like we were supposed to, because I'd given myself a concussion. I think Kelly also had something going on. It's been a lot of time and things happening. It's very confusing. I'm very easily confused. Yeah, see, if we'd yawned there, like, we would have forced him out, which is... Vaporeon, didn't you feel like doing any damage? How bulky is his fucking Salamence? Christ above. Do we take one now at +2? I mean, we're still at Vaporeon. I'm going to yawn this time, but I don't know if Ice Beam puts him in range. He's so bulky. Fucking hell. Alright. I should have yawned, I guess. We'll just force him out. Jesus Christ. Wow. So strong. What was I saying? So my hair follicles, they're good. Anyone that was worried, hair follicles fine. Oh, Cerulege, that's what I was trying to do. This is, my trail of thought has been all over the shop. I don't know what's going on. This is why I shouldn't battle in the evenings, because my brain just deserts me. Do you think he dies to an Ice Beam? I think so. So, opponent, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to do the layout. I'm trying to do so many things at once. The problem with this timer, right, is that I can't ramble as much because I'm like, oh, I've got to go fast. I want to tell my stories. I'm not here to play Mons. I'm here to tell you about my concussion. Second one this year, for those of you that watched when I had the black eye. Not doing well. I had to write in the incident book at work. We had work. I said that funny. Work. We have an incident book where you have to write down incidents. Strangely, if I could get rocks up, that would be pretty good. But is it realistic? Earth Power would be fairly nice in this game. How much are you doing Golden Go for the rest of this game? Probably not a lot. You don't break through Gastrodon super easily. You get some chip damage on this. But I think Vaporeon does more. Okay, Volt Switch. Interesting. But I'm really intrigued by, what is he called? Iron Hands? Metal Hands? Hariyama Boy. I'm very interested in Hariyama Boy. I love his artwork on the layout for starters. But also, I just think he looks like... It looks fun. Looks like a fun mon to use. Just gonna make it raid. Not gonna overthink. Yeah, the CC comes out. This was the problem with Terroring, I guess. Maybe I would have been better off not Terroring, but... Do we see a Life Orb or anything? Nope. I can't risk him being Scarf and go into Iberia much as I want to. Not worth. The problem that I don't want to go into this is it doesn't really break through Gastrodon. So, when am I getting rocks up with Mence? On what? On Gastro? Yeah. So we reveal with Scarf here if he's paying attention because we switch out before him. Assuming he's switching out. Which I am assuming he's doing. Yeah. So he's not Scarf. He might be Choice Band. Or if he's a Scarf, he's a slower Scarf variant than me. But that would be unlikely to me. So he's Choice Band. Alright, so this is what we wanted. Because we can get our rocks up here. And I'm hoping we take one. As he gets spikes up. I'm okay with that, I think. But I don't want two, so I'm going to taunt him here. Yeah, good switch by him, that's fine. Hopefully it's the Mence. No, it's the Lycanroc. I don't have the... Man, this gen just feels so rushed when you're battling. Like, trying to do everything on the layout and all that stuff, it feels so frantic. You're like, I've got to make decisions, I've got to tell stories, I've got to click buttons. Do I need Harold? Sleeping something's good, but realistically with the spikes up, I don't think we need Harold now. We don't necessarily need Barney now either, but I think we need Harold less. Excuse me, sorry. Plus, we might actually take this. Probably not because of the sandstorm, actually. I don't think we take this. I'm just going to yawn on the off chance that we do take this. Nope. So we know he's almost certainly Choice Band. I don't... At this point, I have to do this. Like, I don't really want to do this, so I don't remember whether I was faster than him or not. I don't remember whether I just thought, well, he'll Solrock anyway, and so didn't make this faster. And I'm worried that he's like a slower Scarf than my Garchomp. But this is just my best way of like getting off damage, because I can go into Garchomp and I just don't get enough. I don't get enough out of it. Do I outspeed this thing? I have no idea how fast this... What's this thing's base speed? I'm faster, right? Does this 2-hit KO? Just one KOs, never mind. I knew this thing was physically frail, but I didn't... Wow. Okay. I guess, yeah, maybe my Banded Quick Attack would have done enough after the Ice Beam earlier. I can't remember the calcs, because it is so much physically frailer than Spadef, I'm pretty sure. Flutter Mane and this both much more Spadef, right? I think. Iron Hands comes out. I still need this, unfortunately. I can't Garchomp because he's going to Ice Punch. I assume this thing gets Ice Punch. Like, because I think Garchomp would take, after a Spike, I think it would take one close combat. If he's like not banded or whatever, I think. I don't know my calcs with Iron Hands. This thing's still very new to me. But, Because I could really do with having both. Yeah, but he can Ice Punch, exactly. Gonna Earth Power. If he goes into Gastrodon, I'm gonna Taunt. I need to take the Roaring Moon off. Which is into the end game. It's just being able to break both, because both of my end game mons are choiced. Sorry, I need to take the Vaporeon off the layout as well. I'm not very good at doing that, am I? Actually, I'm not going to Taunt. My best thing to do is to Earth Power thanks to the Spadef drop. Yeah. Maximize my damage. Just keep spamming Earth Power. Yeah. That's fine. I guess I could have gone hard into Iberia. Maybe that would have been worth it. But then if he'd recovered, then I Flower Trick. I'm assuming when this thing comes back in, it dies to Garchomp is my thing. Wish I had Outrage on Garchomp. Do I have Outrage on Garchomp? I can't remember. Would that kill Iron Hands anyway? I'm not sure. If he sacks Iron Hands here, I could... Oh, okay, this is good. That means Scarf Chomp wins. Right? Iron Hands doesn't take a... Iron Hands doesn't take an Earthquake from Garchomp, does it? It is physically tanky. It could be Shuca Berry. Do I die to an Accelerock Banded? I want to go Garchomp on the Accelerock. He hasn't shown an item on Iron Hands. If it's Shuca, I lose. Oh! Am I overthinking? Do I just Flower Trick here, claim the KO, and then Flower Trick into the other thing? Do I die to an Accelerock from this range? I don't think I died to an Accelerock from this range. I'm gonna take my chances on this. Yeah, okay, good. I'm overthinking it. I'm a fucking starter Pokemon. I've got to have a high BST. Yeah. Obviously, that might put me in some sort of range from the Iron Hands. To get Mach Punch or something. I know nothing about Iron Hands. That's what we're learning in this game. I know fucking nothing about Iron Hands. But then... I just don't know. I just don't know anything about this. If he's Shuca Berry... No, I think that's it. Even if he's Shuca Berry, I think that's it, right? Unless this thing gets some, like, Trick Room shit I don't know about. Fucking hell, imagine. I think that's it. I think we've got it, right? I think we've got it. I think we've got it. Honestly, I've had a headache since Sunday, so I'm not really sure. I hit my head on a pipe. Did I mention? I don't know. Short-term memory loss. What's that? So basically, on Sunday, I was at work, and I was clearing up some rubbish in the basement, and there's, like, a big pipe down the end of the basement with, like, yellow tape around it that says... he is Shuca Berry. I should still kill. I should have Dragon Clawed. No, I should still kill. I'm a Garchomp. Yeah, fuck. There's a big pipe with yellow tape around it that says, watch your head, mind your head. But that's only at the end of the basement. The bit at the side of the basement where I was collecting up the rubbish, that pipe doesn't have a yellow thing on it. I stood up, I hit my head. Oh, fucking hell, I don't remember. I don't know what's going on anymore. We won. That's what matters. GG to Kelly. That was actually a really good game. The end game had me a little bit, like, back and forth. Was a lot of fun. His team is scary. But we managed to do it. We managed to pull off a dub within timer as well. Super nice. I keep forgetting to do this. Big shout out to D-Ray. Thank you for joining my team. And if you've noticed, my thumbnails have got noticeably worse all of a sudden. That's because Jack very kindly taught me how to make my own thumbnails instead of just making them for me. Which is very kind of him, but he's really good and I'm still learning. So he gave me very good lessons, but you can't teach a bad artist to make good paintings, right? It doesn't matter how much of a great technician you are and the great guidebook you write. If the person has no artistic talent, they've got no artistic talent. Actually, I don't really believe that because I kind of think that talent's a bit of a myth in a lot of ways. I kind of think talent is just an excuse sometimes. Anyway, this isn't the point. I will try and get better at thumbnails. Thank you to Jack for teaching me how to make them, for making them for me in the past. Thank you to Jack, to D-Ray for joining the team. Thank you to Kelly for giving us a good game. Go check him out. I'm going to shut up now because I'll probably forget everything I've told you and start all over again. Thank you so much for loafing around with me, and I'll catch you again next time.